Hi everyone, I'm back today with a new video, and I thought we'd do a haul of some books and supplies that I've gotten lately. The first one we're going to start with is the Happy Hour Art Journal with Jane Davenport, Whimsical and Wild, and you can see I got this at Hobby Lobby for $5. It was reduced from, I think, like close to $20. And I have had my eye on this on Amazon, but it's always been kind of expensive. And I think it's really cute. So it's stuff for you to color on different kinds of paper. And there's regular paper like this, and also there's craft paper and watercolor paper. I'll show you. And it's just, you know, pretty girls that she always draws. Really pretty stuff. And the back is the watercolor paper, so this is the watercolor paper. There's also, if you journal or scrapbook, there's like papers, two papers that you can tear out and use in like scrapbooking stuff. So these are them. And then there's stickers in the back. So these are the stickers. And I always love stickers, they're always my favorite. So this is Jane Davenport, Whimsical and Wild. And I'm glad to have this one. I found it at Hobby Lobby. I don't know if I said that. Next book is A Million Cute Animals by Lulu Mayo. And I'm sure you've seen like a flip through of this before. It's been on a couple people's channels. But it's really cute. It lives up to its name as always. Lulu Mayo has really cute drawings. You know what's funny is I think I've only colored 3 pages and I have adorable, a million bears and a million unicorns in this one, and I've only had colored 3 pages, which is a shame because they're adorable. Cute doggies. I like it. Next book is Color by Color Spring by Kira Shesneva. Yes. And this is my first book by her, and I haven't done anything in it yet, but it's so pretty. Even if you pick a color that's, you know, slightly lighter than the color it's outlined in, it still looks really good. You can't go wrong. And it's so funny because I think they look so pretty just like they are like this, you know? But I almost don't want to color it in. I almost just want to leave it. And this is made with that shiny paper. I think it's called like premium paper or whatever. Next is Back to the 80s by Lightburst Media. And I have had this book on my wish list for years. Like, I want to say, like, since 2016? Like, yeah. It says copyright 2016. So, yeah, since that long, for sure. And it's funny because I have 2 of the PDFs because they have an Etsy shop. And I have 2 of their 90s PDFs printed out, just not colored in. But the 80s, even though I'm a child of the 90s, like the 80s, they speak to me. And there's a Back to the 80s playlist that you can listen to on Spotify while you color this. Like, like there's some of my favorite songs are on here, like Take On Me by Aha, like Down Under by Men at Work, Eye of the Tiger. They're so good. People Are People by Depeche Mode, which like brings me back. My sister used to love Depeche Mode. She's 8 years older than me, but there are so many good songs on this playlist. So we got some aerobics ladies. And I like the style of their drawings because it's very like playful and illustrative and doesn't take itself too seriously. Cassette tapes, which I hear, well, I know are making kind of a comeback, which I think is hilarious because like cassette tapes are such a pain in the butt and they don't sound very good. Anyway, I thought this one was really funny. She's crimping her hair, which is so funny, but and she's got like a caboodle type thing going on down here. My friend's sister had a hair crimper and it was awesome. Do you guys remember these? I can't remember what these are called, but like you would get them in like those toy capsule machines. Like, do you remember those machines that were like it was like a chicken in a nest or whatever, and the plastic eggs were the prizes, and like these were in them. They were like little charms and stuff. My sister had so many of these. We had 2 of these radios, but they didn't have designs on them. They were just like pastel colors. We used to take them to the beach all the time. Totally rad. I love it. I might also get the 90s like printed version, even though I have 2 of the PDFs. Next is the Black Women, the Ultimate Black Women Coloring Book. And I saw this book. This book was recommended to me by Amazon. You know how Amazon does that thing. It's like, if you like this, you might like this. And I love this book so much. I think representation is important, and I think that everyone deserves to be seen and recognized and heard, no matter their race or their gender or anything. Everybody is worthy and everybody is unique. So I'm very glad to have this book because I don't have many books at all that have representation of women of color. So I love this book. So pretty. There are 180 pages in this book. So you'll never not have something to color, that's for sure. So that is the Ultimate Black Woman coloring book, and it's by, this is on the back. Oh no, there's a person that it's by and I can't. Oh, okay. It's CRTVY Bookist. The next book I got is Be Relaxed in Color. It's by Lucy Mucklow and illustrated by Angela Porter. And this one was from Hobby Lobby too recently, but I'm wondering if this is the same as Keep Calm in Color, because I don't have, the only book I have in that series is, oh my god, I can't even think of the name of it. Is it Be Fearless in Color, or Keep Fearless in Color? Something about being fearless. And I love that book a lot, but it's part of like the Be Happy in Color and Keep Calm in Color and those books, and I'm wondering if this is just part of it, or if they just took a existing book and changed the cover. So if you know, let me know. But it's in the same style, of course, because it's Angela Porter. And it's really cute. Single-sided, even though there's like a faint design on the other side, they're single-sided. And the paper is really nice, because if it's like my other book, it takes markers and color pencils and everything really well. So that's Be Relaxed in Color, illustrated by Angela Porter. Next we have Pixel Quest, color by Number Animals for kids. And I saw this on, oh my gosh, what is with my brain today? On Lisa's channel, Lisa's Coloring Corner. And because she loves Color by Number and stuff. So they're basically like the Satch and Satch Diva books, or like the Belva family books, but they're, or the Mystery Mosaics books. They're much bigger squares because they're meant for kids, and the colors are a lot simpler, which I don't mind at all. Actually, it's nice. And I did one in here, so I won't show you that one, because that's for completed pages for April. Next is 40 Coloring Pages by Sun Lake Drawing, and this is just a sampling of all their books from, I think, 2019 on backwards. So nothing from 2020 or this year. I'm sure they'll release another updated version though. But I wanted to try this one because I wanted, the only Sun Lake Drawing book I have is Animals One Color Arts. And I wanted to try some of these other ones without buying like the whole book, you know? Like the lines and dots, I wanted to try those, but I didn't necessarily want the whole book because I didn't know if I would like it. And I like the ones they picked so far. And oops, I accidentally opened up to finished page. So there's like pages, this is, okay, this is better. There's pages like this, and then on this side it tells you what book it's from. So this is Relax in Color Inverted Mandalas. I'm sure you've seen this book many times if you've been around for a little while. And there are different sections, like one section for the one color books, one section for the color by number pages. Next book is Adorable Nature Cross-Stitch Style Adult Coloring Book by Alice Mills Publishing, and this is color by symbol. So I'll show you an example. So inside each one of these little X's is a symbol in the key. So if you look in the X and you see this symbol, this tiny symbol in the X, this is all of those are teal. All of the X's with this symbol is light blue. And you can't see it on camera, but you can see it with your eyes. And it was not really, and they end up looking like the example right here. So they look cross-stitch, but color by number. It's really cool. It's shiny paper. And it's technically single-sided, but I would recommend going back to front, or else you'll mess up the key a little, and it'll be hard to tell the colors. You can see the names of the colors, and you can see the symbols pretty much, but it'll be hard to tell like what shade of yellow or what shade of orange. Or one thing I've noticed is when other people have flipped this book, they didn't really explain the symbol thing clear enough to me at least. So I wanted to make sure that you knew there were symbols in the X's, because at first I was like, how are they figuring out what color of what color? Because it's really hard to see on camera that there are symbols in there. Next book is Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford, which is my top 3 favorite Joanna Basford books. Like, aside from Enchanted Forest and Ivy and the Inky Butterfly, this is in my top 3. And I love it because it's simple enough, and it has a lot of variety, and it's just adorable. I appreciate it. And as always, the paper is always top notch and everything. I'm sure you've seen flip-throughs of this one, so I won't go through every page. I did do 2 already. 2 small pictures, but so yeah, that's Worlds of Wonder by Joanna Basford. This book is my last book, and I got this from an Etsy seller who self-published this, and it's called Revelio, and it's a wizarding coloring book by Katie Knudsen, and it's a Harry Potter coloring book. So I'll go ahead and show you this one I'm working on now, which is Hermione, and do a flip through. The paper is a little thin, but I use coloring pencils, and it has gone through right here and right here, but that's my own fault. So there's Harry catching a snitch, and Ron on the train to Hogwarts, and Scabbers. There's a little collage of things like herbology, and Fred and George saying "Give her hell from us Peeves," talking about Professor Umbridge. This is a scene from the book. And then there's Luna and Neville and Jenny. And then I'm so glad this is in here, because this is one of my favorite scenes ever from the book. where Ginny runs up to Harry to hug him and he kisses her. This is all the food. And this is Umbridge, which I find hilarious. Look, the cats on the wall and stuff. She looks like a troll because she is a troll. I can't stand that character. This is some mystical things. There's a crystal ball and a teapot and some tarot cards and a crystal. This is Hermione. It took me a while to figure it out, but the thing that tipped me off was there's a time turner right here. And this is Crookshanks. And Crookshanks is a baby and he needs to be protected at all costs because he is so floofy. I love him. And then the last page is from the Yule Ball where Hermione gets dressed up and she goes with Victor and it's like, Hermione? She's like, hi Harry, hi Parvati. And they're like, what? Because she looks so pretty, which I already thought she was pretty, but whatever. And then it says thank you right here. And here's her social media, her Instagram, her Patreon, her Tumblr, her Twitter. It's Loquacious Loop. Oops. Let me make sure I got that right. Oh no, Loquacious Literature for all of her social medias. And I also got a really pretty postcard and a sticker. Let me show you guys. So I also got this little bag. It's a pretty little drawstring bag, and inside is, let me take it out and show you guys. Inside I got this postcard. And then I also got 2 stickers. Which are really cute. And last but not least, I got a little charm. So I thought that was some really cute stuff. Excuse me. So next, I'm gonna show you guys what I got as far as like coloring supplies go, which is only one thing, but it's a pretty big thing. Well, 2 things technically, but whoops, it's dropping stuff. So the first thing I wanted to show you was I got the Holbein 36 set of color pencils, and I got these from Blick, and I've been wanting to try Holbein pencils really badly, but I didn't necessarily want the 12 set, and I didn't necessarily want the pastel 12 set either. So I just waited until I had enough money to buy like a small regular set, and then I'll just build off of that, you know. And I got this case, and so here are all the pencils in all their glory, and they're so pretty. 2 of them are missing because I'm using them in that Hermione picture, but I'm very glad to have started this set, and I'm going to add to it little by little, which is usually what I do with every set. I buy the biggest one I can afford, and then I just buy individual pencils. Because it's more economical that way for me. And I want to just have like a disclaimer, which is, let me put this back here so you know this is what I'm talking about. I want to just have a disclaimer, which is, if you want these pencils and you, how do I say this? If you want these pencils and you want to use them and you want to see what they're about, then buy them. There is no reason why you should be shamed for buying expensive things, just like there is no reason why you should be shamed for buying budget things. We should not be shaming each other for how we spend our own money. If you want to spend your money on this, then do it. You are an adult, you don't owe anyone an explanation, and you are not responsible for other people's feelings. If you didn't deliberately set out to injure someone and they are hurt by what you've done, you are not responsible for them being hurt, especially when you don't know them in real life. So, what I'm trying to say is, spend your money how you like. Don't let other people's feelings influence what you do. Do what makes you happy. And I say all this because there are a lot of people on ColorTube who will say one way or the other, don't spend all this money, it's just a coloring book. And then there are people who will say the opposite, where it's like, if you don't have this, then you're not a valid part of the community, and so on and so forth. And both of those points of views are BS. You can do what you want. This is not a clique. This is not high school. Do what makes you happy, not what makes other people happy. So anyway, now that I'm off my soapbox, I hope you guys enjoyed the haul and my little soapbox rant. And I hope that we'll see you again for the next video, which I think should be soon. I'm trying to figure out if I should do what book I should do another color and chat in. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye!